Hello, and welcome to the premiere episode of Remember When, where we remember bullcrap that has happened that the swamp tries to pretend didn't and would prefer you just forget about it. Speaking of which, remember when Schiff tried to obtain nudie pictures of Donald Trump? Well, I may have gotten a little carried away with that. Maybe got a little too excited. Anyway, yes, Schiff thought he was getting nudies of Trump, and Representative Devin Nunes reminds us all of that fact while sitting next to Schiff, freaking priceless.
And of course, Democrats on this very committee negotiated with people who they thought were Ukrainians in order to obtain nude pictures of Trump.
Okay, enough with the intro. Roll tape.
Meanwhile, Schiff, the congressman from California, who you see on television all the time talking about the Russia collusion with the Trump organization back during the campaign.
He's top Democrat on the House Intel Committee, though.
Yeah, apparently about a year ago, and we're going to tell you the backstory, a couple of Russian comics somehow got him on the phone and convinced him that they were Ukrainians and they'd had dirt on Donald Trump, and it sure sounds like he was desperate to get to the bottom of that. Listen to this.
She got compromising materials on Trump after their short relations.
Okay, and what's the nature of the compromise?
Well, there were pictures of naked Trump.
Okay. And so Putin was made aware of the availability of the compromising material?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We will be back in touch with you through our staff to make arrangements to obtain these materials for our committee and for the FBI, and I appreciate you reaching out to us.
And the staffer did, and she did have a staffer the next day reach out to them about getting these pictures or whatever that they had.
I feel like it's like the Borat movie.
And the irony is, it was Schiff who said, I cannot believe that Donald Trump Jr. would have that meeting in Trump Tower with that Russian lawyer trying to get dirt on Hillary Clinton. Watch this.
Whether that is criminal or not will be something Bob Mueller will ultimately determine. But I certainly agree with the kind of damning characterization of it. I don't know that I would call it treason, but certainly it was a unpatriotic.
Right.
Yet he's doing the same thing, talking to the Russians.
Exactly. And Donald Trump Jr. tweeted this out. The irony and hypocrisy of this can't be understated. Hashtag full of Schiff.
Right.
Well, I just think both of them, it shouldn't have gotten that high. Their aides should have vetted these calls.
But the fact is,
these meetings.
They were desperate for dirt.
But by the way, he's saying you don't do that. You never do that. You never take a meeting with a foreign source. You're a sitting congressman, you're a representative. You have a businessman who's making an effort to become a president. They hear about some opposition research, and maybe they made a rookie mistake in letting the Russians come up there. We're debating that to nauseum to this day. We still know that. And Don Jr. has already been to Capitol Hill to talk about it for hours.
Right.
So here's the guy that is his biggest critic, and he's doing the same thing off a phone call. And if he thought it was wrong, he should have reprimanded his staff and hung up the phone. Instead, his staffers followed up the next day.
And
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
There we have it, Schiff, Ukraine, and Trump nudies. For all of us here at Pepe News Network, good night, God bless, and as always, where we go one, we go all.
With in Iowa City. I don't know if I've ever seen that.